Heel flip, not a heel flip, stupid idiot. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ninja Review. Today we are reviewing Dream Chaser Ivan Monteiro on the Transworld YouTube channel. You'll notice this thumbnail is really blurry and pixelated. I saw this footage on Instagram and it was not. It was a lot more crisp. I went to the Transworld website and it's also weirdly pixelated and blurry. Hopefully they will eventually re-upload it because I know they have the good quality version and it's not my settings. I have refreshed. There's no higher quality here. Either there's a problem with rendering or exporting or even just transferring the file. Something went wrong. Rewind and play. We're not going to judge this based on the quality because it was just some mistake somebody made, I imagine. But we will be judging this based on everything else, the filming, the editing, and the quality of tricks. We are 20 seconds in, 0 tricks yet, 3.5 minute part, switchback tail. Nice. Do we call that varial heel flip out? Had to gap over the step as well. The flip ins and flip outs is pretty much what I think this guy is known for. That was a nollie hard flip. I think setting up now for big spin front nose, nollie heel 270 all the way out. Heel flip, not a heel flip, stupid idiot. Front shove up, nollie. Heel flip on the way down. See, maybe I was getting a little ahead of myself. Switchback tail flips out to start off the line. Then we get nollie back heel down the stairs. Nicely done. I don't expect there to be any sloppy tricks in this video because from what I've seen, wait a minute, that was just a heel flip, kind of like a heel flip that shifted a little bit. Kind of an odd trick for this spot considering how many crazy things have been done there. Anyways, what I was saying is I've watched a lot of this guy's clips on Instagram. Nothing is sloppy. He has self-respect, unlike a lot of well-known skaters. Nice front feeble with the shove out. Pops out of the flip nose to fakie above the ledge. Switch varial heel on the way down. Nicely done. Not too much B-roll. Half cab heel flip rolling up to the big set. Back 360. So we've got the ledges. We've got the lines. We've got several nollie heel flips. We've got the stairs. Nollie flip, nose slide. Varial flip out. 270 flip. What do you guys want to call it? Switch heel down the stairs. Switch flip down the stairs to show he's got both of those. Front feeble. Ollie's back over front 180. Fakie tray in the line. Slowing down. Push once. That's all he needs. No need to push twice. Switch front blunt heel flip. Really tough one right there. Love to see it. Another nollie back heel. Switch front side flip. Beautiful catch on that in the third world country. Look at the streets. God damn it. Now we got big spin front nose again. Nollie flips out. Earlier he did a similar trick with the 270 heel on the way out. So I think if we had to make a complaint, another half cab heel, it would be lack of variety, I guess. I mean, we've already seen what the varial heel out of the front nose. We saw that was the very first trick. So variety is something that I would say is lacking a little bit. Switch tail varial flip there. If you guys prefer big spin flip out, you can say that. I know there's a lot of argument as to what we call, you know, the varial flip out of stuff like that. I guess varial flip is not the right word. We could possibly say big flip. Was that a crook nollie varial, or am I mistaken? No, nollie inward heel. Crook nollie inward heel. You never see that trick filmed from that angle. Got a little bit mixed up. A crazy 270 onto the rail and then 270s out at the bottom. You have to have perfect balance and you have to land directly on or slightly above your bolts here. This is a crazy trick to do on a handrail. This is why I like big corporate competitive competitions, because this is the type of shit they do and they learn for competition because the ground is so smooth. Something like this you typically would never see in the streets unless you happen upon a spot that has really smooth ground. So you could say, I mean, you could argue that competition style skateboarding inspires street tricks like that. Maybe it's a bit of a stretch. Huge switchback tail. Heel flips out, back to switch. The tricks are very impressive here. That's one of his go-to, the tray flip nose blunt. I remember seeing, and I think his last big video part, tray flip nose blunt, big spin out of a smaller rail. That was a huge gap out. Let's see how far he gapped out before he got into the nose blunt. Very impressive to have that much board control. You have to wait for the board to come all the way around before you stomp your foot down. A incredible way to end the video. A monstrous banger. And I guess the only thing we can really complain about is the repetition. I guess you could say lack of variety. Every trick was clean. And even though he did repeat a few tricks several times, we got several nollie heels. What else did I say? A lot of front nose heel flips out. We got a lot of half cab heels. It's not the end of the world, but let's say you stacked up a ton of footage. You would try to avoid that and maybe distribute the footage where you're doing the same tricks, distribute the same tricks to different sponsors or different video projects so that they would shine a little bit more. You repeat the trick, it kind of dulls the blade of the video. Maybe that's not a good metaphor. You guys can let me know your thoughts in a comment below. Also, a link to this video will be in the description below, which might pose a problem if they end up re-uploading this with better quality. Anyways, in my opinion, this video is an 8.5 out of 10. I think that's a fair score. I think that's a good score. You guys might argue that it's a low score for the high level of difficulty in all these tricks, but the repetition kind of warrants taking a couple of points away, in my opinion. I'm happy with 8.5. I would love to hear your thoughts in a comment below. Also, don't forget, these are just the videos getting uploaded this week. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and our merchandise is located just below the description of this YouTube video. I hope you guys are having a great week, and as always, I will see you tomorrow with another video. Kuna Matata. In the arms